Hey guys, Metal Viking 82 here, back with another Viking Oration. This time though, I'm not going to be talking about an album. I'm actually going to do a concert review. And you heard me correct. I actually got to go to a concert here this past Thursday. Normally I don't get to go to any concert just because bands don't seem to come very close to where I live. And if they do, it's always, I always find out about it late. And I don't have time to put in for the time off or anything like that because I have to put in like 3 weeks in advance when I want a day off. And yeah, I've only been to two concerts. Both of them were Kiss, who are like pretty much one of my all-time favorite bands. And I saw them with the original lineup, and I got to see them a couple years ago when they came to our state fair with the newer lineup. Amazing time. Both times that I saw them, they put on an amazing show, and it was just so awesome to finally see them live. But my nephew Tyler is actually going to be graduating from high school within the next week, and as a gift to him, I decided, since there was a couple shows that were going to be near us, that I was going to take him to some concerts because took him to see Kiss when they were at the state fair. And Kiss is one of his all-time favorite bands as well, and that was his very first show. So I'm basically going to be going, and taking him to his first three concerts ever. And like I said, this past Thursday, we saw the Almighty Ghost play. And oh my God, they put on such a great show. It was amazing. And when I first ordered the tickets, I didn't realize, they didn't show any opening bands. But they sent me an email reminder last week at some point that, the show was coming up and everything. And there's a band called Pinkish Black. They're a two-man project. Got a drummer and a guy that does vocals and keyboards slash synthesizers. Very psychedelic stuff. I really wasn't interested in seeing them. I was there to see Ghost. I didn't really care if I missed their set, but we ended up seeing their whole set. Actually turned out really good. I mean, the bass was so heavy with their sound. I mean, your rib cage just vibrated. But yeah, I'm glad me and Tyler got there when we did because we got there. The show didn't start till 8 o'clock, and I figured the doors weren't going to open till about 7, which is really when they open. But we got there a little bit before 6 because I've never been to this area where the show was going to be at, so I wanted to make sure I had plenty of time to get there and figure out where the fuck I was going. And we got there a little bit before 6, and there was already a line formed, and we hurried up and got in line. And yeah, once we got inside, we ran up to where the show was going to be held and got in line for the merch, and we did get a few cool things. They had a Swedish edition of Meliora, a box set that was signed by the band there, and yeah, I actually decided I pulled the trigger on it, I was going to get it, and they were out. They had a display box up there, and I was just like so fucking pissed because somebody just like a few people before me got it. But it's whatever. But I was able to get this really cool pin, which I've already got, as you can see on my jean vest. Lay that down. And I was also able to get a set of rosaries, which Tyler got one as well, and we wore these during the show, which I was surprised I can get them over my fat head. So after that night, that's probably gonna be the only time I wear these, but it's still cool to have. I'll have them displayed somewhere. And this first shirt that I got two shirts. It's not on a hanger because I got to throw it in the laundry after this. Which is this is a Black to the Future shirt. Got the band there, tour dates on the back, and then I also got a another tour shirt. As you can see, this is the back, Black to the Future with the tour dates, and got the Liberty design. Really cool stuff. And that's about it as far as the merch goes. Now the show itself, I've always heard Ghost put on an amazing show, and yeah, they weren't lying. They were in, on top form that night. Everything, they played flawlessly. There was no glitches in them. Some bands, when you you see live footage of them, they just can't seem to make things sound like they do on record. But these guys just sounded fucking amazing. Great sound all around. Papa was, entertaining throughout the whole show from his, his stage moves, his presence. He just has such a great stage presence, in my opinion. And then his in between song banter was hilarious. I mean, he had us laughing and screaming the whole night. I wanted to hear three songs live, and that was Ritual, which they actually finished the show with before doing one encore. Um, I wanted to hear Secular Haze, which they didn't play, unfortunately, and I can never pronounce this damn name, so I'm probably going to butcher it. And that's a Circe, which is just such an amazing song. The first time I heard it, I was like, you know what, that would go over so well live, and it absolutely did. And they played a lot of other good songs as well. They played Year Zero, Stand By Him. I think, yeah, Stand By Him, and just, they opened the show with Spirit. You can actually go on YouTube, and if you look it up, just look up Ghost live at the Egyptian Room, Indianapolis, Indiana, on May 19th. Killer show. And of course, to me, the highlight, though, besides getting the merch and everything, which a lot of people have told me, so yeah, their merch is way overpriced. And yeah, the prices for the merch definitely weren't the greatest thing, but you'll always remember the show when you buy shit like this. Even if it is a little overpriced and everything, you're always going to look at that and be like, yep, I got that at the show. I've seen them live. It'll bring back all these memories. And one of the biggest memories for me is definitely going to be the look on my nephew's face when the curtains came back and the band came out. Papa, rises up through the smoke onto the altar, and just, I turned and looked at him, and the look on his face was just priceless. I mean, here it is, one of his all-time favorite bands. He's finally seeing them live. And we had such a great spot, too, because it's, like I said, it's an open floor room, standing room only, and we were pretty much center stage, maybe just a tiny bit to the left, but mostly we were pretty much center stage, and the band just looked absolutely huge. We were really super close. I was really happy we were able to get as close as we did, and yeah, just to see them live. And they have, like I said, they have such a great stage presence, especially Papa, and just his movements, and the band played flawlessly. And I'm probably rambling, repeating a lot of shit, but it was just so amazing to finally see another show and to see, one of my favorite bands, which is Ghost, and to experience that with my nephew, and just to see how happy he was to see this show and to finally get, because he, like me, he doesn't get to go to concerts. He's had people promise to take him to concerts, and they never follow through with it, and he never gets to go to shows, just like I didn't. God, I can't even talk. But, I really wanted to do this for him, and it was an amazing experience. If you ever get a chance to see Ghost live, do it. They put on an amazing show. So, yeah, I'm going to quit rambling here, and thank you guys so much for watching and subscribing, and hopefully I can give you a little bit better review of the next show we go to see. Like I said, it's going to be Black Dahlia Murder, Fallujah, and Disentomb. Cannot fucking wait for that. So, yeah. Until next time, stay brutal.